What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Welcome to the Optimus Fantasy Football Podcast. First time we've been on in, geez.
Who
I
knows?
don't
All the days are
remember.
running together. So 3
I mean,
years ago?
yeah, right. We're into the middle of June. We got almost the end of June. We got a lot of stuff coming up. The least of which is really football related, quite honestly. Not a lot going on. We're past OTAs now. We saw what we were going to see here at the beginning of June. We're at a point now where it's just kind of like off-season fun. Camp doesn't start until middle of July, so we're about 3-4 weeks away from that. But what we do have, Scott Fishbowl live drafts started last weekend. They're rolling through here through the end of July. Then the Fantasy Football Expo in August. Tons of fun. Also, there's a lot of other stuff going on. A ton of different fantasy charity tournaments and just a general ramping up for the season, getting yourself ready for drafts, paying attention to the little storylines that are happening. Like, irritatingly, for me, as a semi-Steelers fan, Aaron Rodgers is now in Pittsburgh. Those are the only real news stories we have going on. So instead of really worrying about that, we're going to talk about all this awesome off-season stuff that we have going on, Kacey. But before we do that, I just want to remind everyone, if you're here, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to this awesome channel. We're going to start going live a lot more. It's not just going to be Monday mock drafts with Evan, which has been a great show.
Yes,
lots of Scott Fishbowl mocks. We've got 4 of them. Fourth one coming up here next week. They just ran through a 1 QB mock draft, which was fantastic. We have got the Fantasy Football Expo in the chat.
Yeah,
what is
buddy.
up, party people? Who's ready for August? It's Bob.
Bob. Hey, Bob.
You're on my list. I will be reaching out to you soon. We do need to get you on here. We want to talk more about the Expo. But before we do that, we're going to get into Scott Fishbowl. Scott Fishbowl, if you're not familiar, Kacey, real quick here, let's pop over and go through what the scoring is for Scott Fishbowl.
You. I am not familiar because I really haven't looked at these. Don't tell anyone.
So we've had a lot going on. This has been a hectic offseason for us at Optimus. We've got a lot of really fun, awesome, special stuff coming, which is why you haven't been seeing us quite as much. But Scott Fishbowl here, this is something we have to pay attention to. You've got the Dallas live draft, Kacey, that you helped plan and you're going to be running.
Yep.
Like a pro, of course, this weekend. Here's the scoring. 6 points for all touchdowns, 2 points for all 2-point conversions, 1 point per 25 passing yards, 1 point per 10 rushing or receiving, and the standard 1 point per first down. However, this season, unlike other seasons, volume is super king. Half a point per carry, 1 point per target on MFL, 1 point per reception on MFL. But if you're playing on Sleeper, it's 2.5 points per reception. And then tight ends are even crazier, guys. 1 extra point per reception. So that is 3.5 points per reception for tight ends. Now we've got IDP scoring. This is a new flex this year, Kacey. And it's really the Travis Hunter rule, if we're being honest.
Yep.
6 points for a sack, 6 points for a safety, 6 points for an interception, 3 points for a blocked punt, field goal, or extra point attempt, 3 points per forced fumble, 3 points for a recovery, 2 points per tackle, 1 point for an assisted tackle, tackle for a loss, or a pass defended. Now, here's where it gets even crazier is the lineups. You don't have to start any one player from any one position. There are 2 super flex spots and 9 flex spots. Now, if you're on Sleeper, you do have to start a kicker. No, you don't. I take that back. There are no kickers. And the flex from last year is there are no kick return points either.
Yeah. Okay.
It's different.
See, it is. And every year it is. Scott does this because he knows that I don't like paying attention to things. And so he tries to do
does it to mess with you.
He does it to mess with me. He knows that my brain capacity can only hold so much fantasy football rules, and then he changes them every year. But I appreciate your keeping me on my toes there, Scott.
Yeah, no, we love it. It's a blast. The funnest part is, this is something that's been really newly introduced over the last like 3 seasons of Scott Fishbowl, is now we get the live draft experience.
Yes.
You're in a city that's doing them, and there are plenty, and all over the world too, not just here. We've got Sao Paulo, Brazil. We've got a live draft in Lithuania. We've got London. I believe Mexico City is coming. They're going to do, we've got Mexico City coming up next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the next. We've got live drafts in Australia. We've got drafts in Hawaii, and then Vegas, NorCal, Cincinnati, Denver is one I'll be attending here in about a month. And then Dallas,
baby.
Let's talk about kind of some of the prep for this, just so if you're going to a live draft or you're thinking about it, what goes into actually presenting these live drafts?
Okay, a lot goes into presenting these live drafts. I said I would love to have a Dallas live draft, but I don't want to be the person in charge of running it. And somehow I ended up being the person in charge of running it because I really wanted a Scott Fishbowl live in Dallas. Hello, Scott.
Yeah, we love this. He did keep the scoring consistent until Kacey joined.
I joined so long ago, though, so that's a lie. But yeah, he said not true. I've been in Scott Fishbowl for a very long time, but the live draft aspect of it, oh man, it adds a whole new level of awesomeness. I'm getting really, really emotional about this right now because I'm so excited for Sunday. So we've been getting reaching out to so many places, like hundreds upon, 800, 900, like a list of just places. And most of the places don't respond back to you, but we've got a lot of really rad prizes. So reaching out, going and picking up all the prizes around the Metroplex. I'm 30 minutes outside of Dallas, and yeah, I'm driving around. Erica Brown, she's been super awesome helping pick up stuff in Dallas proper. So finding those people to help out is also awesome. But there's a lot of work behind it. We get really rad draft boards sent to us every year. T-shirts. If you go, you get a T-shirt if you were one of the original people invited. Not sorry replacements if we have your size. That's the thing. Everybody's the same size, it seems like, so we probably won't have your size. But it's a lot of fun. We do it for charity, obviously. Dallas Pets Alive is who we are helping out, raising funds for. They actually have a booth at the venue, Community Beer Company. Awesome place. Go check it out. But yeah, they're going to be up there too. And they're going to have a bunch of like stuff for people. If you want to grab yourself a pet while you're there, that'd be awesome. I almost did that last year. Yeah.
Because you need more.
Yeah, because I need more, right? It's very good that it did not work out. But yes, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Thank you to all of the people in the Scott Fishbowl Live that are going to come help set up on Sunday. The people that have said that they'll go pick up prizes too. Like anybody that's reached out, I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome, and it continues to grow. Like it's going to get bigger next year. So just keep an eye out for that.
So yeah, it has grown. The first year that we did a Scott Fishbowl live draft in Denver was 3 years ago, and it was just it was the city year, and it was hey, let's get everybody together. You know, we've got the one league for Denver. Let's put it together. Let's all draft together, and that was fun. But it's grown now. We had 2 leagues last year. This year we have 3. How many do you have in Dallas this year?
We have 4 drafts this year. We have 4. Yeah, and so I'm sure next year we're going to have even more than that. But 4 has been such a sweet number, and everybody has such a great time coming up there too, and meeting new people and seeing their friends from the previous year. So pretty dope.
Well, and it's a cool opportunity to get to bond with people who are in a similar mindset. Like we all love
100.
fantasy football, and we love the charity aspect of it. Something I want to highlight: Scott Fishbowl has raised upwards of $100,000 for Toys for Tots and other various organizations through fantasycares.org. And that's why we do this. We do this because we get to hang out with each other for these live drafts. You get to interact with people who are maybe the same pick as you, in the same division as you, or just in general people who are a part of the Scott Fishbowl draft community, the eliminators, the satellite tournaments on Underdog to win, the various shows giving away spots in Scott Fishbowl, you get to the live drafts, and it's a whole community of people in your area that you may not have ever met before. I think it's been really neat to get to meet some people in the Denver metro area and surrounding Colorado areas, or the people who fly in for the drafts. I know Scott was in Denver last year. I don't know if he's coming out this year, but I know that John Bosch is going to be out here, which I'm really looking forward to getting to hang out with John. Gina Noble was out for our draft last year here in Denver, which was really neat. And it's put on by Dave Kluge and his wonderful, amazing wife, Emily. They do a fantastic job. She makes pies, which is just such a cool experience. That's phenomenal. Dope. Her pies are incredible. And it's all for one thing. Like, it's a very simple goal. Like, we're just trying to help people. We're a very helpful community. And I think it's such a neat thing.
I love it.
We really are. We really are. What's your favorite thing about these live drafts, do you think?
Well, it's not the leading up to part, because I am a nervous wreck. So not the leading up to, but my favorite part about these drafts, since I run the draft, I've been to live drafts. The first year Dallas had a live draft, I actually participated in that. And I don't suggest doing that if you run a live, because you've got a lot of things on your plate and drafting is pushed off to the side. But my favorite thing about the draft is just seeing so many people walking around and getting to know each other. Like, it's so cool. Like, every year seeing people go, "Hey man, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a year," but like, immediate camaraderie, the fact that we're gaining all this money for charity is just an amazing thing. And on top of that, being able to like actually get along with people and have friends and like all that's my favorite part, is just seeing so many people be so into each other and talking fantasy.
So last year at the Denver draft, got to hang out with my former boss at Fantasy Pros, Ryan Wormley, one of the kindest, nicest people you'll meet, and to boot, phenomenal at his job. But there was this dude, Calvin, BroCal44 on Twitter.
Yeah, that's my dude.
He flew out to Denver for the live draft last year and did the Denver live draft.
Yeah, I didn't.
First time on an airplane in his whole life.
Oh yeah,
fly out to Denver. Yep. First time leaving Texas.
That's my dude, man. We'll see you soon, bud. I'm seeing you soon. Sunday.
Tell him I said what's up.
I will.
Sad he's not coming back out this year, because it was rad. He was so just like taken aback by the whole thing and the community. We ended up going to this place called Mexico City, right down the street from Improper City, where we're having the draft. Best tacos you'll ever have. Their fried tacos are incredible. So we took him there. Jen and I took him, and then Robbie Johnson, Rum Boys, who will also be there this year. And then I think Ryan went with us this year as well. We went over to Mexico City. We had tacos. Well, the altitude caught up with Calvin. Started to hit him a little bit. Started to get a little bit of altitude sickness.
Oh God, that's going to happen to me if I ever go. I can already see.
Yeah, right. So it kind of hit him a little bit. So we stayed with him after the tacos. He's kind of just like sitting on the side of the street in the middle of downtown, not feeling well. So we had him hop in the car, and we ended up giving him a tour of the city. We drove him all over Denver. We drove him across the Front Range, showed him the mountains, just kind of gave him the full tour of the city, which he would have never gotten if he hadn't come out for a Scott Fishbowl. Right. And I just thought that was kind of a neat thing to get to meet him. You get to show him Denver and show him your area. Like, what a fun experience that is. We got Bob Lung in the chat here saying to tell Rum Boys he said hi. We will. I'll give him a big old hug for you, man.
You sound like you guys have, because every year we have a great group that comes out, and like that is so awesome to see, because we've got people that drive in from, because Texas is a huge state. It's huge, okay, guys? But we've got people that are driving in from Austin, driving in from Oklahoma. We got Oklahoma City now, and we have Houston that do drafts as well. So, like, they're stealing away from us, but that's okay. They should. But I'm looking at it, as I lost train of thought there, because I'm 41 and going through a time in my life where everything is just fleeting.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. We've got Bob Long. Not Bob Long. See, again, Bob Harris. I wish we were having Bob Long. We have Bob Harris, who I also am excited to have. We have D-Bro. You guys know Derek Brown. He'll be there as well. Sadly, Spin's not making it this year, and that makes me sad. He's not making it to the expo either, so.
He's not coming to the expo
I don't
either.
think so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot him a text. I miss our cooking show.
Yeah.
If you never saw it, go over to In Between Media and look up Cooking with Sven. We did some really cool cooking shows.
It was great. Yes.
Yeah, we had a blast with that. Yeah, all around, I think it's going to be a good time. Bob's saying he's had beers with Robbie when he's down in the Springs. Yeah, and we've got 3. Jagger May, formerly a football guys, now a fast drafting player profiler. He was someone I had the pleasure of meeting at Scott Fish Bowl Live last year. Lovely human being.
He is.
And he's going to be there this year again, so I'm excited.
Yeah,
it's going to be
that's
good
exciting.
Stuff. Yeah.
Exciting.
And this community, without the pandemic, I probably don't ever find this community on Twitter because I don't get bored enough to actually dive into it. But I did. And man, the friends that I've met, and that's what I don't think people understand. And I know we have family and friends that look at Jen and I sometimes. They're like, you're going to Ohio again for another weekend? You really? Yeah. Damn straight we are. Have to. It's the only time of year I get to see my people. Otherwise, we all live in an online world of working with each other remotely, and but when we get to hang out. Speaking of which, the Fantasy Football Expo, August 8th through 10th in Canton, Ohio. You can get your tickets for this fantastic event if you haven't already at thefantasyfootballexpo.com. Use the promo code Optimus-2025 to get some money off of your ticket, depending on which package you want. What's wrong with Ohio? Absolutely nothing. Ohio is freaking fantastic.
I like it. My wife likes it. I don't want her to get in trouble when she comes to the expo. But convincing her to go to more than once a year, I wanted to go to the Cleveland live draft, but I don't think that I would have been able to do that with her. So there's nothing wrong with Ohio. It's just it takes a little bit of finagling to get out there sometimes, and direct flights are what I enjoy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same. Lou saying he's got Ohio trauma. That story for another time. I have actually so I'd never been to Ohio before I met Jen, and actually I'd never been to Ohio until Jen was pregnant with Jackson, our son. We went to 2 funerals back to back out there because her family is all from Ohio. So then we've spent time at reunions there for various reasons, going out for things in Ohio. I love it out there. I really do. And Canton's a really cool city.
Canton is a really cool city.
When we're out there, they're all so nice. And I think they're just stoked to have us all there. We had a guy last year, an Uber driver, tell us, this is almost more fun at times than Hall of Fame weekend because y'all are just having such a good time and you're so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Nate here, throwing out a Bowling for Soup reference.
Texas represent, homie.
I'm going to be honest. I had no idea Warped Tour was still happening.
Oh, yeah. It's Warped Tour, a.k.a. it's in 3 locations. And,
all right.
Cobra Starship's going to be at 1, but I'm not going to go because I'm not going to spend money to go to Long Beach or wherever. And yeah, I'm not going to do it for half of a band too, because they're not the entire band. So anyway, Warped Tour.
Punk in the Park is here the same weekend as Scott Fish Bowl Live, so I might go to one day of it. We'll see.
I'm jealous of that. We don't have anything cool like that happens.
We used to have Riot Fest here too, but then they kind of nixed that 5-6 years ago. The last one they did here was the original Misfits with Danzig and Jerry Only.
Okay,
which is pretty rad. It's pretty rad. I didn't go, but I heard it was pretty cool. So let's talk more about this expo.
Let's do it.
It's Friday to Sunday at the home of football, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Friday is kind of the big intro day. You've got the In Between Media Golf Tournament, which will kick off at 9 a.m. And then you've got the Poker Tournament over at, I can't remember the name of it, M-Bar, I believe is what it's called, at M-Bar. They do that big poker tournament. It's put on by football guys in Drew Davenport, that's a lot of fun. I'm not a poker guy. I don't play poker. I'm very bad at it. I lose lots and lots of money. But it's a cool event just to kind of go and hang out with people, network. We've always had a blast there. I'll be heading over there after the golf tournament on Friday. And then you've got the Friday night party. That's always a blast. It's going to be in Centennial Park, of course, where we've got jerseys and the big screen. It's going to be a blast. Saturday night's party is going to be at the M-Bar Jerseys They've got a big outdoor area. That's also a blast.
It is.
VIP tickets are the way to go. If you're going for this weekend, VIP tickets. Friday, they're going to have a meet and greet with some analysts. You can get special VIP tickets for that one as well. Meet some of your favorite people. But we're going to be around all weekend, right? Like,
yeah, it's I'm nonstop.
Yeah,
last year, my flight got delayed. Did not make it to the Friday night party. This year, I'm getting in on Thursday, so I can make sure that I'm there.
Oh, and I stand corrected here. The meet and greet is actually on Saturday, which makes sense.
If you could tell, I wasn't even paying that much attention to what Nate was saying.
No. To be fair, I have been in a coding hole for the last 3 months, pretty much nonstop. I spend about 14 hours a day. Yeah, right.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Well, no, it's funny because Lou and I were just talking about James Spader's little office stint this morning in a roundabout way. So there you go. Comes full circle. But yeah, I'm getting ready to dive pretty hard back into all of this stuff here because it's coming up. It's right around the corner. The Ultimate Fan Experience package will get you into the meet and greet. That is from Nate here. So after Friday, you got the party. Saturday, we've got drafts all freaking day. We've got, and I believe they moved draft night out. It used to be at the boiler kettle, the brew kettle, and I think they've moved that as well. Draft night out's a fun one. Then we've got the Queens, Kings, and the Fans Classic drafts at the Hall of Fame. Kacey, you are in Queens Classic with my lovely dear wife, Jennifer.
Definitely am. She comes in clutch all the time with the Gatorade, the water, the pat on the back.
She's a mom. Right?
She's making sure you're okay and hydrated.
Always prepared. And then I am doing the Kings Classic again this year, which I'm very, very excited about. And they're fun drafts. Come hang out at the Hall of Fame during the day. You can peruse amongst the different draft rooms. There's going to be 5, 6, 7 of them going on at least. All your favorite analysts drafting, and then me, of course, for some reason. I'll be there as well. Who knows?
We're there though. They invited us.
We are. They invited us, and we're going to do it. And then after that, head over to the Saturday night party, and then Sunday, unofficially after the expo, which we'll get to the actual expo part of it and why you really need to make sure you're attending this event. But there's karaoke Sunday night. You've been to karaoke, right?
I have not been to karaoke. So last year we were going to, but we got really tired after the end of the day, and we just decided that nap time was better than going to karaoke. We usually leave out on Sunday nights, so this year we're leaving Sunday night again. We'll get there Thursday night, but
I get it though. We were gonna actually try and leave Sunday night, but Jackson doesn't start school until a week after we get back. Usually it's we get back into town Monday, run hard to get ready for school on Tuesday for him, but we have an extra week. So this makes me sad. And there were some comments I wanted to go back to, but Mr. Trowbridge, one of our favorite vocalists, he's not going to make it this year. He's going to make karaoke. I'm really sorry, Jake.
You better record something to have them play during karaoke. Just put it up on a screen. Bob,
Nate, if you guys are still watching, we need to do virtual Jake Trowbridge.
Yeah, get him up there. Yeah.
The hologram technology's there.
Let's get him up. Oh, yes, the hologram.
Yeah. Could you imagine Smokey doing karaoke?
It's the thing I would look. Yeah, do it. That would be fun to see.
I know, but
can I imagine? I know.
One of these years we're going to get Smokey down
I know.
For the expo.
And then karaoke. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We might have to make this our mission.
Okay. Oh, definitely.
I think
somebody
we can make that happen.
Get a cardboard cutout of him to carry it around. Take some photos. Yeah, like Flat Stanley.
Yep. We could have if we can get that hologram machine made.
There you go.
We could do a Jake Trowbridge and Tupac duet. California Love. Just saying. I don't know. I like the idea.
I back that.
Yeah. Flat Smokey.
Flat Smokey. I love it, dude.
Yeah, I think
do it.
That almost has to happen here. We've got Jamie Prague in the chat saying, I hope to get to meet my favorite person, my man Nate. Jamie, we did connect last year. It was awesome. It was so great to meet you, and I look forward to seeing you again. He wants to know about the drafts at the bar. With Draft Night Out, I think you just go to draftnightout.com. In Between Media as well. You can go to in-betweenmedia.com as well. We'll throw all those links here in the show description after the show, so you guys can find everything that you need to find for this. The expo, what should people expect if this is their first year coming, or they're thinking about coming and they're on the fence? Like, what can they expect?
You can expect an awesome time. You can expect an awesome time. The very first year I went by myself, and I have very bad anxiety. So for all of you that have really bad anxiety, look, I don't have social anxiety really, but I do get like panicky when I have to go do things that I'm not comfortable with, including visiting with a bunch of people that I don't know. So it was a little stressful for me, but once I saw Russ Fisher, it kind of made things a little better. And then my sister ended up showing up unexpectedly, so that was fun too. What you can look forward to, though, is you can look forward to a bunch of people that enjoy the same thing you do. And we all intermingle, whether you're a big name person or you're a fan who just found fantasy football. Like, everybody's just mixing. My dad shows up. I mean, he doesn't play fantasy football, but it's one of his favorite things. It's showing up to the expo and hanging out with all the people.
Yes.
So
I bet your dad.
Yeah.
And
so
it's amazing.
It's like a little family reunion for me every year with my fantasy family, and then like dad showing up. So
yeah,
enjoy.
I just want to throw this one here from Jake Trowbridge out. A Russ hug trademark puts anyone at ease. It's so true.
He showed up with a shirt that had me and him on it, Russ, and fantasy football best friends. It was great.
So first, this comment from Mr. Bob Lung, the Fantasy Football Expo. Your dad rocks. It's true. Your dad's awesome. Now to the Russ thing. So I had been there. We had been there for we had gotten to the lobby. We had. There we
there
go.
He is.
What's
what
up,
You heard your name?
Hey, gonna see you in like a month, man. Looking forward to it. We had been there for maybe 5 minutes. We got into town. Jen and I took our Uber from Cleveland. We got in. We got to the hotel lobby. We walk in. The first group of people we see: Russ, Zach Reed, Alan Hepworth, and Scott Fish standing there talking. And Sal Leto was standing there talking to him as well. So we walk, obviously, we're going to go say hi. It was great to see everybody. Zach and Russ look at me. They're like, hold on a second. We've got something for you. They disappear for like 3 or 4 minutes. They come back and because they know the Red Sox are my favorite team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they had this hat hanging out. So that's what you get when you go to the expo.
That is awesome.
Like, it's good friends.
Good friends.
I spent a lot of time hanging out with Marcus Grant and Michael Florio last year.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just, they're gems of people. And I think that's what you'll learn. If you come out to this expo, I know there are people who are afraid, like, oh no, like I'm not going to I'm going to feel weird. Like,
right?
It feels like more of an analyst industry thing. It's not.
I feel, oh my gosh. Going up to Marcus the first time, I was like, Marcus, oh my gosh. I was like, whoa. And then like he knew who I was. So I was like, what? Uh-huh. And he like actually knew, like, and if he didn't know who you were, like he was genuinely interested in listening to what you had to say and having a conversation. It's like, it's just super awesome to see these analysts that are just so down to earth and dope, because they all are. Like I've had great experiences with people, and don't be shy. Come find me. I'll help you out.
Yeah. Lou wants to know, what are the worst things about the expo? I got
pulled over once. So again, going back to that first year though, one of the worst thing was that I wasn't staying where everybody else was. Now I learned that it's okay, because now I stay in an Airbnb with my wife and my dad, and it's awesome. But at that time I didn't have anybody that was staying where I was staying. So I had to catch Ubers and do all this stuff on my own. I had a rental car. I got pulled over my first night because I was lost. So, and then I told him, the cop, because he was like, oh, ma'am, you're driving erratically. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. And he's like, what are you here for? Because I told him I was from Texas, and I told him I was here for a fantasy football expo. And he's like, you serious? Like, a fantasy football expo? What? I was like, yeah, there are billboards up. Like, it's happening. Anyway, but the worst things about the expo, there's really not any. traveling does suck. Some people don't like traveling. Some people don't have the time to travel, which sucks.
Traveling.
But guess what? That's just a little time. Once you get that figured out, everything else is wonderful. So get it figured out. Don't wait till the last minute like I do. That's one of the big advice things I could give you is don't wait till the last minute.
Yeah, get stuff planned. You're not going to be able to book the DoubleTree at this point. There are other options. Go to the website. They've got lots of links to different places that you can stay.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to be
will open up. Yeah. How far are you near the stadium?
No, we're not too far from. We're over by a lake. There's a lake there. By somewhere. It. We're by it, but it had the amount of rooms and restrooms, and my dad can fish while he's chilling. So.
Okay. Fantasy Football Expo saying the worst thing is FOMO.
Yes, it is.
So we've got the Holiday Inn right across the street from M Bar in Jerseys. That would be a great place to stay too.
Low. Oh, is such a great location. Oops, sorry, I got so excited.
No, I would say the only negative about the expo, except FOMO if you don't go, because I really can't imagine a world in which Jen and I don't go. It's
right. I can't imagine not.
We just start booking stuff as soon as it's available.
Setting some money aside every month just to make myself feel a little better about it.
Exactly. Flights actually aren't bad right now. Flying into Cleveland, if you're looking, we're gonna get in around just under 600 round trip.
I had a flight credit, so it feels like it was free.
We have points, which we'll probably end up using some of those points. And I want to point this out too. It's also family-friendly vacation with the Hall of Fame water park, which was not open last year. I'm not going to lie. I might be tempted to hit that water park Friday afternoon after all the events and before we go to the party, just because it doesn't sound awful.
It doesn't. And by the way, going back to the Scott Fishbowl Live in Dallas, there's some water park tickets
still not open.
So, okay, well, if you're in Dallas, you can go to a water park because the Dallas Live Draft has some raffle prizes. So.
Yep. Quite a few direct flights into CAK, LA to CAK on Breeze. And Uber drivers are planning to be more available this year, but I will say the shuttle service has been pretty fantastic. Lots of delays on the water park. That tracks. It's like anywhere else. There are going to be issues with that stuff. Anything else about the expo do you think you want to point out that we haven't already mentioned?
Go check out the booths. Go say hi to people that are working the booth, that are spending their time there wanting you to come by and talk to them. Go check out the booths of products you don't know about and go meet some new people. Definitely. Go network. Yeah. Go check out the different panels. Go ask questions. Go connect with people. Just have fun and explore.
Nate pointing out the worst is my liver come Monday. Lord. That's probably one of the hardest parts is recovering, like having to be up and at it the next day for stuff after. Because I'm not kidding. There was a year, this second year of the expo. We ended up closing down George's, which you'll learn if you've never been. George's is a bar across from the DoubleTree. We all just kind of end up over there every night after everything ends. George's is great. Cheap drinks, really great staff. We just kind of take the place over, and the locals are awesome. We take it over. We closed down George's with the one and only C.H. Herms and one Pat Fitzmaurice. We ended up crawling out of that bar at 3:30 in the morning. I took
my homie Sal home. We took our homie Sal. We were all together. My dad was like, all right, I'll drive all your drunk asses home. So all right.
Yep. I want to point out there will be a shuttle service for the Saturday party and the expo on Sunday. With the expo on Sunday, there's a lot of other stuff going on, but this is the heart of why we're all there. You can meet all of your favorite analysts, go check out what some of your favorite companies have coming up at the actual expo floor. But then there are all of the different panels, which are an absolute blast. I was lucky enough to be on a handful of panels last year. I did the expert mock draft, which was an absolute blast. It's just good information from people who this is what we do for a living.
Yeah.
I focus on fantasy football 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a year, right? Yeah. We're constantly drafting. We're constantly looking at the landscape. We're coming up with new strategies, ideas. ways to value players, ways to attack drafts, way to attack different styles, best ball, DFS. You can get all sorts of information from, seriously, people who do this for a living. We're degenerates. We love this. We're doing it nonstop. So if you really want to get all of that information, the Expo is the place to be on Sunday. We've got 3 stages of panels this year. Not everything's completely figured out. We don't know necessarily on some of them who's going to be on what, but they're going to be putting a lot more of that information out here soon. Who's going to be, the different panels, who's going to have the different, booths, and swag bags full of coupons and fun stuff. Stickers. If you're going to be at the Expo, I need more stickers, guys. My laptop, I can't show you now because I'm on it, but I need more.
Okay.
It's a newer laptop. I've got a bunch of Scott Fishbowl stickers. Jen said it looks like a Scott Fishbowl laptop. She's not wrong.
Oh, okay.
Also, courtesy of Russ last year.
I know I have so many Scott Fishbowl stickers. They were handing them out to my wife. She's got like a stack of all kinds of stuff.
I have so many fantasy football stickers, and I've got this mug. It's all full of them. Got them all over the place here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See me. I am football nerd. Yeah, and of course we've got the Fantasy Football Expo shirt, which is awesome. Nice athletic shirt, great material too. So if you're on the fence about going to the Expo, don't be. Yeah. I've got so many stickers last year. My wife was like, what the hell are you going to do with all of those?
That's what Sarah said to me too. She's like, I don't understand why everybody's getting so many stickers. She doesn't understand the appeal of stickers. I was like, just watch. And then everybody had them on their cups, their mugs, their laptops, everything.
Yeah, you got to have them. We're sticker nerds too. We love all that stuff. They all got stuck somewhere. Right? Yep. I've still got a few kind of floating around that I haven't put on anything, but they're like, I've already got 3 football guy stickers on stuff. Where do I put number 4?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to the car yet, so maybe that'll be next up. Who knows?
Get you one of those Sandro stickers and smack it on the back.
Oh, I need a Sandro sticker.
Yeah, Sandro stickers are the best.
We had a fun mutual love of a very random band the other day that I heard on indie radio here.
Oh.
Yeah, we occasionally chat it up. It's always weird stuff though. Yeah. Yeah, your dad's bringing some of your t-shirts to
peddle some shirts. So last year I had a booth, and this year he's going to have some. And if you guys want to hit me up, then I've got a bunch of extras that were left over from last year because I over-ordered.
That'll happen.
He's got a car with we'll be in the back, like doing the bootleg thing. We're out in the parking lot with the trunk and stuff because we didn't buy a booth this year. I'm just kidding, Bob. We're not doing that.
We're not really doing
We're not really doing that.
No. Oh, geez. You're going to get us banned, Kacey.
Yeah. They're going to be like, you're not allowed to come anymore. Fine, I'm not bringing my dad then. He's not allowed to come either.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody who tuned in today for our little rants about our fun live things. We're going to get to hang out with people. I do want to point out, Scott Fishbowl is not the only charity tournament. So once you're in Scott Fishbowl, if you've got that itch to be a little bit more out there, here are some ones I want to point out. And then again, we'll have links for these on the website, optimusfantasy.com, as well as on the show description here underneath for later. We've got Polly's Playoff put on by Mr. Shane Barrett. That is a fundraiser for Alzheimer's research, a fantastic one I do every single year. Warrior Bowl, awesome for Veterans Assistant, the Wounded Warrior Project. Baby Bowl, Rob Norton puts on every year for the March of Dimes. The Rainbow Bowl put on by Steve Larson, the Trevor Project. FF7s for Kawasaki's disease, which is fantastic. Boom. Iggy's charity tournament. We love to see that one. We have got the Women of Fantasy Football Gods and Goddesses tournament, which is for the Galvanized Scholarship Fund. Pros versus Joes, which we're playing for all of the charities for the different various analysts. Go check that one out. And then Optimus Fantasy is going to have a new one coming up here. A little bit of a rehash of the Lightning Round podcast. So that's going to be fantastic. Scott Fish dropping a question here before we get out of here. What time do the booths open on Sunday morning? That would be at 10 a.m. It's going to be fantastic. Of course, Scott, we're here to facilitate the conversation. Ooh.
By the way, I told my Dallas drafters that if they came here, they could see a few little So there you go. That's one of the fun Scott Fishbowl things. Sorry, I forgot that I told them that.
No, it's awesome. Then we got Jamie pointing this one out too. I am in this one. Kacey, I think you're in my division for this one, aren't you? The Super League. Are you in you're in Kevin and I's division, right?
I don't know, buddy. I can't keep track of what I'm in. Am I even in that? I'm in that, but I don't know. See, right now my brain is focused on just surviving. So
that makes sense. Yeah, mine too. But we did Super League. This is a great one. It's for the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals via Extra Life. Head on over there, guys. All of these places, even if you don't want to play, you can still donate and help out. It's they're all fantastic causes. Wonderful things that this community does. Set up for the booths, guys. If you're going to set up a booth, is at 9 a.m. Just wanted to throw that out. I honestly can't remember what division I'm in for Super League.
I can't remember what division I'm in for my own home league.
Yeah, right. Justin, don't kill me for not knowing. I'm really sorry. Oh no, Scott has to be home Sunday night instead of Monday, trying to figure out what flight he can grab and still get as much as Sunday as I can. Scott, looking forward to seeing you, man. If I don't catch you at the Denver live draft, because like I said, I'm pretty sure you're not coming out for that, which I get. It's going to be hot as hell that weekend too. Just a lot of heat out here in Denver. Yeah, not Dallas hot though, probably.
Oh, it's been lovely. It's actually been quite lovely.
We're just like in the mid 80s today. I don't hate it. Maybe we'll try and catch a.
That's nice. That's what it is here too, I think. Unless I haven't been outside today, so Oh, it's 89.
We did not throw out Murph's charity tournament. It's a fantastic one. He's UK based. Go check him out. It's at Murphette on Twitter, and I believe he's at Murph on Blue Sky as well. So go check that one out. Tried to highlight as many as I could. Just was running out of time.
There's a lot of awesome ones that I'm in that.
There are tons. And I know that we weren't able to highlight them. If you have one you want us to highlight, hit us up on Blue Sky. Send us a DM.
We'll highlight here. That. Yeah, that'd be dope.
We love that stuff. Yep. It's going to be 91 degrees at the Hall of Fame. That's a muggy hot in Ohio, which I love the muggy hot.
It's hotter there than here, so.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Just real quick before we get out of here, just a reminder, the expo, which we have just been gushing over. Use the promo code Optimus2025 for $10 off the purchase of a gold, silver, or VIP package. Ultimate-Optimus-2025 for $25 off the purchase of the Ultimate Fan Experience. Get to meet all your favorite analysts. It's a blast. And if you're looking to draft a little bit more, head on over to fastdraft.app. $50 deposit match with your first $50 deposit. Use that promo code Optimus to get on in there and have some fun drafting. You might find me in there. I like to draft a lot. It takes like 5. You can be in and out of a draft in 5 minutes. It's great. Join me in a Flex 4. I'll be in one of those later today. Yeah.
Wow. Join him though.
Thanks to both of you. Love you, Bob. Thank you for putting on the expo. It's just it's such
a great favorite thing.
It's a wonderful time.
Year. So yes. Yeah. Cannot gush anymore. It's just amazing.
Yeah. I think about next year on the plane ride home on Monday.
Oh my God, me too. So, and I'm always sad because there was that one year that was the best year for me ever. And all the other years have been good. But that one year I'm like,
it was that first year.
Yeah, it was when you.
It was that first year coming out of the pandemic. Nobody had done anything with anybody for a couple of years. It felt
right. It was
and we all got to we went nuts for an entire weekend.
It was great.
After that, I started coming in on Thursdays. It was I missed too much on Fridays.
Yeah,
I gotta be there.
I've never been there for a Friday, so I'm excited to be there for the Friday day.
It's a fun day. You'll have to come cheer us on playing golf.
Oh, for sure. My dad will probably be all about that life too. He'll be wanting to watch.
Jen's you're not going to make me go to the golf tournament, are you? No, I promise I won't.
Oh.
I don't blame you. Who wants to come and watch us play golf?
I do.
Well, some people do. I'm not I'm decent. I haven't played in 8 years, so I need to get out there. On that note, folks, we are going to get out of here. I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Please make sure to check out that promo code Optimus over there on fastdraft.app. Get your tickets for the Fantasy Football Expo. Get out there Thursday or get out there on Friday. Either way, it's going to be a great weekend. If you're drafting live in Scott Fishbowl, good luck this weekend.
Yeah.
Kacey, have fun with it.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm not drafting live, so it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. I'm in the FC Dallas division, so that's a slow draft. I'm excited about that as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So thanks, Nate.
I'm in the Colorado Rockies division. Yeah. Oh well. It's still gonna be a blast. All right, everyone. For Kacey Kasem, I'm Nate Polvogt. This is Optimus Fantasy Football. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Adios, everyone.